Hi, here's a follow-up video to my Mastercraft Hawkeye dual beveling 10-inch miter saw. I had a comment on my YouTube video asking me how to adjust the angle of the cut so that it's cutting accurately, because one of the things I said was out of the factory it wasn't cutting accurately. So first thing we'll talk about is the miter cut. Fortunately, from the directions there isn't too much you can do here. So you can hear how this one ticks in where it's supposed to have its major angles: 15, 0, 22.5, 31.6, and then 45. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get it to click in here at 0, tighten this down, move your fences in, tighten them down, bring your saw down all the way like this, and then check the alignment with a square. So that's what I've done here. I'm using a rafting square, and I'm going to hold it here. As you can see, mine is a little bit out. So what they actually tell you to do is to adjust it until it's accurate. So I'm going to do that here. That right there actually looks pretty darn good to me. You got to realize that the front of the blade it's going to be a little bit different because you've got the tooth of the blade. But if you look just above the blade, if you start looking here, looks like that's pretty even with the human eye. So now, where am I? As you can see, I'm about half a degree out, so this is what the directions say to do. Alright, the most technical part of the whole job, right here. Loosen said screw. Adjust said indicator as required. Tighten said screw. That adjusts your miter angle. So now let's go to 45-degree angle according to the indicator here. Let's see if it's on. Tighten this down. Grab our square, which I need to now use on this side. And looks pretty darn good to me. How about the bevel cuts? You've got your indicator here, and then you've got your adjustments, one here, and then one here. So to do this adjustment, we're going to loosen them off with a 10 mil. Okay, that. So right now we're going to go and we're going to loosen this over here. There, okay. So now we're going to go and zero it out. There we go. I'm going to go down. The blade is square. I'm going to do this again. Move my guard up. There you can see it is not quite square, my cut. I'm going to use a 5mm Allen key. I'll show you where it is in just a second here. Right there. Okay. I'm going to turn this. You should see it start to straighten out. There you go, perfect. So now, having done that adjustment, I'm going to tighten. Having done that adjustment, I'm going to hold this in place and tighten the 10 mil. Hold that in place. Now tighten the nut behind it. Alright, now the bevel. Okay, so now simple enough. This adjustment here is going to adjust the bevel when it's this way, and this one down here is going to adjust the bevel when it's the other way. So when you do the bevels, slide this out, and I'm going to do an adjustment. Alright, so we got the blade up, and now we will use our angle finder. Alright, and that's at 45, and looks like I don't need to adjust it, it's right on. Okay, I locked my angle finder into place because it's backwards now, and same thing, 45 degree angle. I don't need to adjust it, but once again, had I needed to adjust it, that was this bottom one down here. Same process we used for there. So to the user that emailed me about adjusting the angles on this saw when they're not accurate, there you go. I hope that helps, and thanks for watching.